Hey YouTube, it's Jeanette. Um, I'm in the nude as you can see. I think I'm covered up good enough. But I I just had a very interesting conversation, and I wanted to. I'm kind of analyzing it in my head, and well, talking to myself basically. And I thought, wow, I talk to myself. I can talk to you guys. So, um, basically, the conversation was about um, my ex saying that she felt like I was not ambitious enough. I guess that's a good way to put it in so many words. Um, and I can understand where she was coming from with how she put it, but it doesn't take away the fact that it still hurt because her knowing my background, um, knowing that my son was no longer near to me, um, being sick every day and trying to front my way through it so that she didn't see me as this sickly person all the time, but at the same time needing to rest a lot of the time, um, not only due to just my illness, but due to the medication that I had to take in order to maintain daily, which would make me tired and drowsy and fatigued and unproductive. And I would voice, these things to her, saying how, there was a time in my life where I was very active and very successful and not being those things at that time was really depressing to me. And didn't have the tools to, I didn't have the tools to seek out ways to make my situation better. I had, in so many ways, just settled for being nothing for the rest of my life because I didn't know how to start over again. I didn't know where to begin. And her being an impatient person, didn't want to. When I did, kind of get a little light under my butt and the push to want more, I voiced these things to her. I started looking towards finding different groups in the LGBT community where I could meet other women who were in similar situations and be able to network and politic with them and get a handle on things. Um, Within a month of me realizing that there were things that I could do to change my situation and to get a grip on things, um, it wasn't fast enough for her. And she left me. I didn't allow her leaving me to stop my progress. and and moving forward with my goals. And now I'm at a point where things are moving forward, and I'm doing really good, and things are really positive right now in my life. And it's weird because I thought that when I got to this point, I would have her to share these things with, and I don't. Um, I mean, maybe as a friend, should I uh, reach out to her in that instance? But as far as a partner, somebody who you can intimately share these moments with, and the ups and downs of starting over and getting your life in order, I don't have that. I don't have that person to share those things with. And it really made me realize that if she loved me the way that she claimed that she did, um, she would have worked through it with me. It's not like it took me 2, 3 years of laying on the couch with a beer in my hand every, 5 seconds, um, waiting for the pot of gold to show up out of nowhere. I really put forth the effort into making these things happen, and um, it didn't happen fast enough for her. And she is angry at me because she feels like now you're doing these things. And, my response is I was doing these things while we were together. I was just embarrassed of having to do these things at this point in my life. And I wanted to be able to prove to you that, or prove to her that, I'm getting it together. I'm trying. And for whatever reason, it wasn't fast enough for her. And I can take this situation and use the lesson in it for future reference, that you never do anything for the sake of somebody else's approval. You do them for the sake of your own approval, because now that things are moving in the right direction for me, they don't feel any less great that she's not around to share in them. It hurts a little that I don't have her around to share them with, but they don't feel any less great. They're no less important. They are no less um, wonderful, and I'm no less a wonderful woman and an intelligent woman for scraping myself up off the ground and moving forward in life. And I just want to put that out there to other women. Don't do you for the sake of somebody else. Because should that person ever feel that it's not enough for them, they get to walk away. And you still have to move forward. And although it can be hurtful, um, it's no less important. And you are no less important. And I just want people to understand that. I have family that lost faith in me. I have friends that lost faith in me. I have And yet I still kept moving. I still kept living. I still kept loving, and I still kept giving. And I'm not going to stop because somebody else felt that I wasn't doing what they wanted me to do at their speed and what was important for them at that time. I had to do it in my own time so that it meant something to me. If I would have done it for them, I would have lost interest quickly and walked away empty handed and right back at the bottom of the barrel, trying to start over again. I did it when it was time for me. And if it wasn't enough for somebody else, it will be for somebody down the line. Somebody else will see the greatness in me and see the desire in me to want to be a successful woman, a wonderful mother, a loving daughter, a loving sister. Somebody else is going to appreciate that in me. And for those that gave up on me before I got to this point, I say to you, because I'm doing great and I love me now again, and I'm proud of me. And I don't need you to be proud of me. I don't need your false sense of love. Because if you really loved me, it would have been unconditional. And it would have been you seeing the depression that I was going through and the hurt that I was going through. And you would have been there for me to the end. So for those of you that left me in the midst of my misery, I'm not mad at you. But I cannot say that it didn't hurt. And I deserve that. I can be hurt. I can cry. And I can move on from it. So to anybody that has hit rock bottom and didn't know where to go and didn't have anybody to help them up, know that God is good and He is going to get you on your right path when it is the right time. And for those that turn their back on you, don't worry about it. Because there will be a day when you'll be able to look at those people and say, I did it without you. I didn't need you. I thought I did, but I didn't need you. I'm in a good place and I'm proud of myself. And for those that I encounter from this point on, know that I had a long, rocky road, but I am tossing away the baggage day by day so that I can enjoy what I have worked hard for when it comes to that time. And I encourage everybody to do the same. So that is my way of working through this. I say good night to all, and I'll talk to y'all soon.